Hey guys, um, well, I think we are certainly making progress in the right direction. Truthfully, there were several attempts today to invade, and one was one of those more violent stabbing type of invasions where they're trying to stab in to get in, and but they were all repelled, and so I'm very happy with the progress we're making. So very happy. You've made me so very happy. Um, Thank you for your blood, sweat, and tears. And I am praying for all those that love me sincerely, and all them that are helping. Thank you so very much. It just, God love you. Um, so yeah, today started out pretty good. It's okay, but then there was a little bit of heat. I'm hoping that's not going to be a thing. But then has been invasive attempts, and they're still trying, even though they're not supposed to be. I'm real sure. The I saw the Black Witch had a thing out there, and we were hearing a lot of finality songs. They were talking about like, and we know you're not coming back ever again, and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, gee whiz, gosh, it's some things were never meant to be. But in any case, yes, let's continue up and doing whatever we've been doing the last couple of days, because it's having a real effect. God love you, all of you that are helping. Glory be to God, right? Praise the good Lord above. But yeah, so I stopped and I listened to the video, and it sounded. You have to remember what you're looking at and what it's doing. It sounded. It's trying to create a feel, okay, and it sounded as though it might be conciliatory, perhaps even possibly apologetic. It sounded as though it was kinda, maybe, sort of ready to take some responsibility for the bad things that they've done, the damages that they've caused, the pain inflicted. But then, right after acknowledging any of that, it seemed to paddle off to the side and make some other type of statement that doesn't really have a damn thing to do with anything. Like, you've changed so much, but then they have too. Like, oh, so now they're a different person, see? So it's safe, or they don't have to be forgiven, right? Because they're a different person. Well, I don't see them as different. And what I can see is that a whole bunch of the same stuff's continuing on. I can feel these invasive attempts where people are trying to add energies here that I guess are to change our colors. And anybody who's doing that, heaven's going to punish, because we're supposed to remain in our good colors. We graduated in these colors. We're going to stay in these colors. And that's because of who we are and who He is. So we stay in our flying colors without these of darkness. But anyway, it doesn't. There's no apology, and there's not even. I'd be an idiot to infer from that what I saw there that there would be. I would not be able to imagine that there would be anything other than just the same old, same old. Well, they're not guilty of anything kind of deal, because they think that if they keep lying to themselves hard enough, somehow that it won't matter that they are who they are and they've done what they've done. So I don't know. It's crazy, ain't it? But no, we're not interested. We're just not interested. We say goodbye to the crazy woman, the Princess of Darkness, like 2.5 years into it, 2 years into it, because we finally figured out what that was the word. Oh, that was the word. And we found the word, but it wasn't respected. So I don't know what words they're searching for. They said they can't find the words to what? Explain away all they've done? To make it all okay? All I can say is, well, first of all, before you start speaking, do you have my money? You got my rope? Where's my gold? You got my gold? You got those people that took off? Well, I used to have with me? Well, do you have all my stuff? Because, hey, that's really important, isn't it? And if it's not there and they don't have that to return to me, then I guess then they were just a thief, weren't they? But I can't see any reason to have a conversation about anything. I mean, I'm not inviting such a thing. I'm happy to move on and be done with it and move forward. I don't see where I would, whenever they talk about closure, I have no idea what that means, other than perhaps getting a full, honest explanation of what was done, what their claims are, why, and what the hell they thought they were doing by trying to imprison us, kidnap us and keep us away from all those that we love and them that love us. But what kind of explanation, if they're not willing to admit that they've done anything wrong ever and they're always acting like it's all our fault, then what kind of explanation would I receive? I'm certain that it wouldn't be anything that would be honest, or that, it'd just be a waste of time to listen to. I kept thinking that maybe there would be a moment where there would be a conversation and people go, look, here's the deal, blah, 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 this is Honesty City. And because remember what I was saying, people offer all kinds of these roundabout, kind of speaking at you type. Nah, I'm not into having half-ass conversations with people. If you can't come to me and speak to me about your issues and your problems, and what you're doing is trying to work forces and use forces against me while you try to find excuses from the Bible, you're going to lose badly. And it's going to come back on you in ways that you couldn't have imagined. You really want to let it go, and you just really want to let us go, because we don't want to have to do anything. We won't. I'll have it done, guys. Remember, just let it go. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's anything that could be said. That's why there is no words. Can't find the words, because what could you say? If you're not, again, it's all seemingly all built on dishonesty and deception, so what the hell can you say? Seriously. It's ridiculous. What I see in that video is a joke. That's a joke that they're playing on themselves. If they think that seriously, we're going to look at it and think that there's someone there that we know or can value or work with or trust. I see a snake. That's what I see. It don't matter how you paint your nose up. I see a snake, just like John Legend. I look at that and I'm like, snake. It's like I can see right through it. It's like, yeah, you sing pretty songs. You may say pretty words. But that's what snakes are known for. Right? Well, we're not friends with snakes and spiders. It's not that we hate them or anything, but we just can't take on anybody like that. It's bad for the ship. We've already explained all that a million times. I think it would be amusing if those people came forward and tried to come forward as honest people, admissions of their guilt and taking accountability for all that they've done. I think that would be amusing. It would. I think it would probably be one of the most amusing things I could ever experience, because it would seem so unreal. And even funnier, the thought that, that you could show up and say anything that would make it right. I could. That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing if they could show up and come up with well, if you knew this one key element. Oh, that makes it all different. I can understand it completely now. I don't blame you for all the hell you've given me. No, it's not going to be like that, I'm sure. I'm sure there's not a thing that could be said to me that I would listen to and believe. Because, as I was told once by a witch, actions speak louder than words. And boy, have their actions, along with their words, spoken so very loudly to my soul. So, yeah, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Of course, I don't know what. Like, seriously, if I could put a restraining order against it, so it wasn't allowed to come within, 100 miles of me or something, or 1,000, or 10,000, I would get that restraining order to be safe. To have that extra degree of safety, so that anytime the police, quote unquote, detected it within my area, But anyway, guys, thanks so very much for all the good help and for all the good love and all that's being done the last couple of days here. Seems like it's really making a difference. I tried like 3 or 4 times to make a video about this, but get caught up in trying to address the ridiculousness of the other and their seemingly unending delusion of partnership. I don't know how that works. Isn't that funny? That you'd be in partnership supposedly with someone you don't speak to. You don't ever have any conventional type of interaction with, and it's terribly unfriendly too, and you hate them. But you say you're in partnership with them somehow, and what you mean by that is they're yours to use how you might see fit. I think that's what they mean. Love. If you notice people in the darkness, if you really make a study of them, you'll find that so very many things in our shared vocabulary mean very different things to them than they would to you if you're not them, or even if you're just a beginning night person who's going over there to the eternal death. You'd find them strange. I do. So yeah, we're moving on. Yeah, I heard Mr. Morrison, proclaiming, that he wanted to be set on fire, and apparently he is the knight that needs to be set on fire. And you know what? Once I get into a good place and everything's right again, and we've rebuilt our losses, I suppose, or had them re-delivered to us, it'd be best if they did deliver them to us. But anyway. Who knows what's possible? What I know right now is, no, I don't have any union with the darkness. I never would. I don't know why I would. And I still repudiate all those such claims. I'm white, I'm not black, and I'm light, and I'm not darkness. And that's the end of any mixture stories. This isn't a mixed house. So, yeah. Whenever they talk about people showing up to talk to, I have no idea who they're talking about, because I'm looking at something that's pretending to be something else. 1 minute you're this, and then next minute you're something else. And you're speaking, confusing the masculine and feminine. You're, as far as I can tell, yeah. Goodbye. I say goodbye to all that is the darkness, again, and repudiate you. And say leave off and let us go and leave us alone. Quit with the invasions. I've been touched many times by some hot stuff. Just right now I had some hot stuff thrown at me from behind. And I pray that those that are continuing to throw those hot energies or touch us with any of that stuff, those that are contaminating our energies, trying to change our colors or lower our vibration or anything, heaven punishes severely and chides them, admonishes them, teaching them not to do that anymore, for it'll cost them far too much, as they'll lose pieces and be knocked down. Heaven, amen, in the name of the Prince of Peace, our Father who art in heaven, amen.